welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to work on another country supper. This one is going to be some pork chunks, as we call it, but it's basically a pork loin chopped into chunks instead of chops, sliced into pork chops. I'm gonna serve some of the people in my family with this over rice, some not, so you can eat it with or without, it doesn't matter. And I'm gonna make some of this. And I've got some baked sweet potatoes that I'm going to throw together to go with it all. So it should be real simple and easy. So while this is cooking, I'm going to try to get some of this other stuff ready. I'll see you back here in a few. Okay, y'all. So I've got the pork done. I set it aside. And now I've got some bacon grease ready, and I'm going to add some breaded okra. And I may one day show y'all how to do that homemade instead of frozen from the store. But today, it's pre-made. So you're basically going to just keep turning this over in a skillet until it's brown on all sides. And if you see any signs of burning or sticking, you need to add a little bit more oil. So I'm just going to keep this on high and let it cook. And then I'll be back with you in a few minutes. Okay, y'all. So I'm about to take this out. And as you can see, it's starting to brown. On the crust part, it's going to get kind of crunchy a little. Just depends on how much you want to go. You can go even crunchier, or it could be the kind of a mix. So I'm going to take this out. I've already put some seasoned salt and pepper on it. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to drain it on some paper towels. Then I'm going to show you how I mix up the seasoning on the pork chunks, and then I'm going to show you how I mix up my sweet potatoes real quick, and then I'll be ready to serve. So just a few more minutes in the skillet for this, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so I got my sweet potatoes. I got the jackets pulled off of them. It was only four good sized ones. What I did was I baked them at about 500 degrees until they were soft, wrapped in foil, and there was only four. And so they sat out for a little while, waiting for me to get done with everything else I was doing. So I went ahead and heated them back up in the microwave with some butter. About a half a stick. It don't have to be that much though. It's just whatever you prefer. And then I put the sweetener that we use alternative sweetener, so I went ahead and put that on here, in here. But you can use any sweetener that you prefer. And they're just basically, we call them mashed sweet potatoes. Some people call them roasted sweet potatoes. But now I'm just going through and just kind of mashing them. And we'll just serve this as a side with everything else. And usually it doesn't last. You can also put cinnamon in this if you prefer, and nutmeg and stuff like that. But we just like butter and some type of sweetener. And that's it. It's ready to serve. Okay, I put the pork chunks in the microwave too. Let me get them out. I put them in the microwave too after I had pulled the paper towels. They were drained on paper towels. So I pulled those off and put them in the microwave for like a minute and a half just to make sure they were done, because you need to cook these until they're no longer pink. And now I'm going to use this. Put on here. And some of it is like, so and that's it. You could put more seasoning on there if you wanted to. You could put some pepper on there if you wanted to. Usually this is salty enough, so I don't put salt. But that's it. Dinner served. So I'm going to get this plated up for y'all and show y'all real quick. Okay, y'all. So this is the finished product. Bring it up here where y'all can see. The pork over rice, the okra, and the sweet potatoes. And that's it. Dinner's ready. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to work on another country supper. This one, I'm going to use some leftover ham from Easter. So I'm going to make some Velveeta mac and cheese, homemade. You only need 3 ingredients. You need the elbow macaroni, the Velveeta, and the milk. That's it. You could make a roux, but a lot of people use this version because it's just easier and it takes less ingredients. So I wasn't going to try to expand on it at all. It's just something quick that I need to throw together. And then when I get it combined, you know, after the cheese sauce is made, we're going to combine the macaroni, and then I'm going to put the ham with it. And I'm going to make it a little bit more creamier than normal because I want to put it in the microwave. Because I want to put it in the oven, and we're going to warm everything up together. All right, so give me just a few minutes to work on this cheese sauce, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. So I've got the cheese sauce ready. I did keep adding a little bit more milk than what the recipe will call for. The recipe calls for 1/3 cup of milk, but I added a little bit more because I'm going to stick this in the oven and I don't want my macaroni drying out. Now, it still could, but I'm going to try to prevent that. So, and I like it more saucy, if that makes sense, which this will probably absorb every bit of it. Okay, I usually do not put butter or anything like that on the macaroni first, but you can. It's up to you. Now, I have my chopped ham. I just diced it up, and I'm going to add this to it. You can see I already see where it probably needs a little bit more milk. So I'm going to add just a touch more. So I'd say probably almost 3/4 cup. Okay. So I'm going to put it in the oven. Now, the only thing that I'm using the oven for is just to kind of, you know, melt, you know, get the I call it melding. I don't even know if that's a word. Just kind of infuse everything together. So let's see, I used about 12 ounces worth of Velveeta, and I used probably closer to 3/4 cup of milk. I would do it as I went. I wouldn't just dump 3/4 cup of milk in there. Just doing this primarily for the, make sure that's not too hot. Let me I do this sometimes just to ensure my pan will not break. Hopefully it won't. Oops. Okay. So I'm going to cover this and I'm going to put it in a 350-degree oven just long enough for this to get hot and bubbly, and it'll be ready to serve. And I've already got all my other sides ready. We're going to use some leftovers from the other night, and I made some corn on the cob. And right now, before we close this up, I'm going to put pepper on this. Okay, I'm going to cover it with some foil, 350-degree oven until hot and bubbly, and then it'll be time to eat. I'll see you back here in just a few minutes. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product. After I cooked it and everything, got everything hot and everything, just stay at the 2/3 cup of milk. Don't go over that. And several times while it's heating up and everything, you need to kind of go in and stir it a little bit, and that'll help with it drying out and everything like that. Okay, so let me get everything plated up and I'll show you all of it. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product. I've already got, this is our main little show stealer here. I paired it with some corn on the cob, salted and buttered, and some sweet potatoes, mashed sweet potatoes left over from the other night. That's it. It's just a real easy throw together thing. You can of course use boxed mac and cheese for this, but I wanted to use my leftover ham I had in the freezer, so I just decided to add it to it, and now I have a meal. Okay, y'all, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.